fellow bobbers. In the next few moments, I will be introducing you to the IDB only method plus OHI simultaneously. You will be able to view a demonstration with my patient Edward of these methods, which can really speed up a bob assessment and also allow you to complete some interdental technique demonstration at the same time with your patient. It is important to mention that the IDB only method can be used as part of all three bob methods. However, to complete oral hygiene simultaneously, it is recommended to be used only with the bob interactive and visual method. The IDB only method recommends you to complete a bob score with interdental aids only and not previous measurement advice from the IAP, or as it's known, interdental access probe. Now, if you're wondering what this may be, then take a look at the other instruction videos on the IAP full and mental method. But for now, let's take a further look on how to implement these methods. I begin by taking a general overview of the previous colours by clicking onto the mouth sextants in the top right corner of the screen. Here, a full mouth chart is in view, and from here I decide on what colours to start with during the IDB only assessment. After selecting the interdental aids which I will use today, I start the bob score as usual on the upper right sextant. I use the interdental aids to check if there are any changes, in that being of perhaps changing the size of the brush or the need for a different aid. In this case, I have to use a single tufted brush. I move continuously from sextant to sextant, inputting the correct colour of brush or aid from today's bob session into the score. A notification will appear and remind me if I have placed 3 or more aids into the score so far. This notification will remind me to question if my patient is confident and competent to use this many aids. You will notice here that I am completing my bob session with Edward in the bob silent method. Edward is relaxed, there is no mirror, and bob is for my eyes only at this point. The IDB only method with OHI simultaneously for the bob assessment is also recommended for the bob visual method as seen here. I am able to view on today's bob score the previous colours and therefore interdental aids which I recommended from the last bob session. This will give me some guidance on what interdental aids to use today to complete the bob score. I will continue from sextant to sextant, completing a bob score with the interdental aids. My patient is able to view the technique which I am using and demonstrating by looking into the attached mirror above. This will allow me to also complete OHI simultaneously during this bob assessment. With this method, I am also able to show the patient any bleeding present during and after using the interdental brush. Therefore, you can also educate the patient on inflammation at the same time as completing a bob score. I will then input into the BOB score the areas in which bleeding is present. The IDB only method with OHI simultaneously for the BOB assessment is also recommended for the BOB interactive method as seen here. A mirror is attached to the dental light above the patient so that he is able to view his assessment plus the interdental technique that I will demonstrate. This will in turn create an engaging and interactive session in which the patient can enjoy and feel motivated from by being involved with their own health.